Hi friends, today I am back with another video and it is after a very long time. Since my exam is very near, so I have to practice English speaking because English speaking daily only 3 minutes will help me get better marks in the exam. So let's start today. So I'll share my whole day experience. So I today wake up at 8:30 a.m. Then I freshen myself, took breakfast, and get out from my home. Uh, I walked 2 minutes to reach to the bus stand. After 2 minutes later, I reach to the bus stand and get into a bus. Usually I put wireless headphone on my neck, but unfortunately my neck band was damaged somehow. So I connected my wired headphone into my mobile and started listening to the ABC News podcast. So I usually put a neck band. Unfortunately, my neck band was damaged. So I connected the wired headphone to my mobile phone. Then started listening to the ABC.net podcast. I usually listen to the ABC News podcast because the conversation hour in the ABC News podcast is very helpful for me because the conversation hour is the type of conversation or listening will help me get better marks in the exam because this is the type of listening audio comes in the PTE exam. So from past 4 or 5 months I regularly listen to the abc.net.au podcast, the conversation hour in the before going to the office. So this is my daily routine. When I get out from my home, I put the headphone on my ear and started listening to the abc.net.au podcast. And I firmly believe that listening to this podcast has improved my listening skill in a graceful way. So I am very happy with that. But the problem is that my speaking score is very low, so I am very conscious about it. That's why I am starting to make a video again. So let's get back to the point. So guys, I get into the bus at 8 9:30 a.m. After entering into the bus, I connected my headphone and started listening to the abc.net.au conversation hour podcast. The podcast was hosted by the some woman. I forgot the name, but she is a very gentle woman. She always speak in a light English Australian accent. So the podcast topic was that today's podcast topic was that the behavior of the behavior in the theater, the behavior in the theater. So the discussion was about suppose you went to the cinema hall and there is one guy who is talking loudly beside you, or there is one woman who is opening her chips packet in a very harsh manner. So this kind of noises make you distracted from the theater performance or cinema moment. So this was the only discussion. So some people shared their experiences about the disturbance of the people do at the theater. So someone was saying that it is better not to use mobile phone at the theater. Enjoy the moment. Don't enjoy the moment through the lens. Enjoy the moment through your eyes. So the podcast was very enjoyable. So while I was listening to the podcast, I opened my notebook, a small notebook from my bag, and started writing note because I'm making a good habit of making notes because in PTE exam there is a lot of listening section listening questions where I had to take notes, and then I have to speak. For example, there are retail lecture, summaries, group discussion. On that module I have to take notes what the speaker is saying. Then I have to speak in my own language so that I can get better marks. So I took some notes, maybe 5 to 10 lines. Then at 9:45 a.m. I reached to the Rampura bridge, which I usually got down from the bus, and I can get down from the bus at that moment, and I paused the audio because it is very dangerous when you listen, when you have a headphone on your ear and you cross the road. So before crossing the road I just paused the audio, and I crossed the road. And the road is very dangerous because a lot of accident happened in this Rampura bridge. There are 2 months ago there was a accident, bike accident. So this place is very dangerous, so I carefully passed the road, and 1 minute later I reached to the mm, Rampura Chokrakar bus stand. It is called a circular bus stand. It is called circular because the bus is only limited to the Hatirjil area, and the bus only circulates around the Hatirjil area. So that's why the name of the bus is circular bus. So that's it, and I bought one ticket which is only 20 taka. I mm, I resume I resume the audio. Then I asked the person who was sitting inside the ticket room that give me one ticket of 20 taka for Police Plaza, and she gave me one ticket, and I bought the ticket and show it to the bus conductor, and he helped me to enter into the bus. After entering into the bus, I had to stand because there was no seat available for that moment, and that's why I was standing. After a while, 2 to 5 minutes later, some people got down from the bus, and there was a some blank space, and I sit down at the blank space, and there is a automatic audio in the bus system that next station is Police Plaza. So this is where I usually get down from the bus, and I get down from the bus at 9:50 a.m. After getting down from the bus, there I had to again cross a road, and I paused my and I didn't pause the audio. I At that moment I just put down the headphone from my ear and crossed the road. Then again put in the headphone on my ear and started listening to the podcast again. 5 minutes later I reached to the office, and in front of the office lift there is a lot of people sitting for the lift, waiting for the lift. And because it is a very rush hour, everyone had to put the punch on the punch machine, and the building was a commercial building, so all the floors are occupied with the different types of offices. So the people are waiting here at the working person, so they had to punch on their respective punch machine. So it was 9:55 a.m. on the usual day. It is very crowded at the in front of the lift, so I was waiting for 6 minutes. At the right side there is three lift. One is for VIP, one is for two is for general people. So at the rightmost lift was came fast, but I was not able to get into that lift because there are so many people. So I thought not to enter into that lift. I will enter into the second lift. So the second lift came 2 minutes later, and I entered into the lift, and and I put I pressed the number 8 button because this is the floor where my office is located. After that, 2 minutes later, I reached to the office and put able to punch the punch machine at 10:05 a.m. So my office threshold time is 10:10 a.m. After 10:10 a.m., it will be counted as a late present. So I always try to came before 10:10 a.m. So after entering into the office, I punched into the punch machine and sit on my desk, put down my bag from my neck, and opened my laptop. Mm, and I was very thirsty, so I sip a drink of water from my bottle. Mm. Afterwards, I went to the washroom, freshened myself because I sweated a lot, so I had to freshen myself using water. I freshened myself, then I cleaned my face using the towel. I had a towel in small towel gifted by my wife, and I cleaned my face using that towel, and I felt very fresh. And since my water bottle was empty, I went to the kitchen room to pour the water bottle with to fill the bottle with water. I filled the bottle with water and came back to my desk. Since I felt very exhausted because my morning exhaustion didn't go away, so I planned to drink a coffee. So in our office there is a coffee vending machine. So I first took my coffee cup and washed it and went to the wash went to the coffee vending machine and put there is three different buttons. One is for tea, one is for coffee, and one is for hot water. But I put the button at the coffee. The tea is not that good. There is a lot of sugar in that. I don't feel good when I eat that tea from that vending machine. So I drink the coffee. So I put one press, and it gave me a coffee, which is a small amount of coffee, but which is enough for me. So mm, I started sipping the coffee and walking towards my desk and sit into my desk and put the password of my laptop and open my work again. And I started talking with my I started talking with my colleagues. I greet them, hi, how are you? So they also greet me. So it was a nice conversation. Then we started working. I worked from 10:30 a.m. to 1 to 2 a.m. There is a long time between that, and I was very busy on that between this time. Then because I have to deliver an important feature for my app. That's it. And between this time, I was working and talking with my colleagues as well. And since World Cup is near, so everyone was very busy with these kind of things, such as wearing their supporting country jersey. One of my colleague who who is who sell jersey of different country, so he bought five jersey. I asked him, who is the um, whom are you going to give it? So he replied that he got five orders from five different colleagues about the jersey, because World Cup is near, so the demand is increasing. So people or their supporting country jersey, and there was a lot of flags inside the office. One is for Brazil, two Brazil flag, one Argentina flag, and there is two more flag inside the inside another room. So there is a World Cup vibe inside the office. One colleague of mine is a supporter of Brazil who sit exactly opposite of me, who brought a big flag of Brazil and put it beside his wall. So it is a very fantastic moment. It is enjoyable. I'm as but other, however, I'm an Argentina supporter, but there is a Brazil supporter as well. We enjoy our time. That's it. So at 2 5 a.m. I went to the lunch break, and there is a 1 hour lunch break. Between this lunch break, I completed my lunch and completed my lunch prayer and talked to my wife. My wife health was not good because she put an injection on her feet yesterday night because her health is not good, and after putting that injection she is not feeling good. She is having fever and a lot of swelling on her feet, and I called to the doctor, but doctor was very busy man, so he didn't pick up my call. um, After completing my lunch break, get back to my desk again. Started my work from 3 a.m 3 p.m to 5:40 p.m. So between these 2 hours I worked a lot, and I go, then I got then I take and then I take a 30 minutes break, 10 minutes break. Between this break I go to the washroom, freshen myself, then completed the evolution for Asr prayer, and I completed the Asr prayer, and afterwards there is a Maghrib. Afterwards I came back to my desk again at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. and started working. I worked until 7:16 p.m. Unfortunately, I missed the Maghrib prayer because of the busy schedule, but I should not do that because prayer is the first priority. What this is what Allah has made us for. Okay, so after that I shut down my laptop and punched out from my office using the punching machine. I was talking with my colleagues about how the day went, and then we were waiting for the lift to get down from the office. 2 minutes later, the lift came, and we get down from the office using the lift. There was a lot of crowd at the ground floor. Ground floor. So I started walking. Um, I started walking towards the Police Plaza bus stand. The Police Plaza bus stand is 5 minutes. Police Plaza is 5 minutes away from my office. I reached to the Police Plaza, and then I was looking for a rickshaw who will bring me to the Shubasto shopping mall. In front of the Shubasto shopping mall. So I was looking for a rickshaw with a reasonable amount of fare, but the fare was very high. Some was demanding 80, someone was demanding 70 taka. No one was agree to go with only 60 taka or 50 taka. So from last 2 or 3 days, I usually go to the Vastu shopping mall with 70 taka. So the fare has increased. The people are rickshaw puller has increased their demand. So I had no choice but choose a rickshaw who was able to go to the Shubasto shopping mall using 70 taka fare. So I sit onto the rickshaw, When I after sitting into the rickshaw puller started the rickshaw. The rickshaw puller started the rickshaw. So while I was sitting, I was thinking about listening to the ABC News podcast, but I was very exhausted, so I decided not to listen to the podcast, and I decided to keep some rest on my brain, so that my brain is got some free moment to relax. So I was not doing anything. I was just enjoying the view of Gulshan Lake, and my rickshaw was going faster and faster. To 10 to 15 minutes later, I reached to the Shubhasta shopping mall. One thing I forgot to mention: while the rickshaw puller was near to the Shubhasta shopping mall, I was busy inside my phone. So rickshaw the uh, rickshaw was going far away from the Shubhasta shopping mall. Suddenly the rickshaw puller shouted, "Mama, where are you want to go? Where are you not talking anything?" So and I said sorry to him that I was very busy inside my mobile. That's why I was not able to notice where am I now. So after that I reached to the Shubhastu shopping mall and get down from the rickshaw and I, mm, I I gave the fare to the rickshaw puller, and rickshaw puller was smiling at me, and he was saying that he gave me small advice. Mama, don't use mobile phone too much. It is very harmful for your brain. So I took his advice positively. I didn't get angry. So I checked my WhatsApp. My wife messaged me to bring some stuff uh, from the super shop. There was no egg, so she asked me to bring eggs and a baby medicine. So name is Folikids. So egg and Folikids. So I went to the Shopno super shop and brought 12 eggs from the super shop and bought the Folikids medicine. When I entered into the medicine store, I gave the 1000 taka note, and the medicine keeper was saying that and this is a very huge note, please give me smaller note. So I checked my money bag and there was no smaller note, so he had to so I said that I had no smaller amount of money so that I can give you 50 taka. So uh, he he was insisting me to give the money smaller notes. He was thinking that I am lying, but I was not lying. I had no smaller amount of note in my money bag. So I decided not to take the medicine. While I was started preparing to get out from the medicine store, the uh, medicine keeper stopped me and saying that uh, you you don't really have that small amount of money, right? I was saying that yes, I am not lying. So he took my money, 1000 taka, and gave gave back the rest of the money, change, and there was a note was torn torn and plastic on that note. I said to change that note, and he was not happy with that. He was not happy with that. So, but I insisted him to change the note. He changed the note, and I take the medicine and get out from the medicine store. 5 minutes later, I reached to my home. I was very exhausted because yesterday night I slept at 2:30 p.m. a.m. and for getting up late, uh, my sleep was not good. That's why I am very exhausted now. I entered into my home and my wife was wife is very sick. Her face tells everything that she is very sick. So what I did is I put the eggs and medicine uh, on top of the table and enter into the room, and my baby just get out. My baby just wake up from the bed. She was sleeping. She was sleeping. She put a smile on her face when she saw me. She was saying Baba, and I was happy when she called me Baba. Baba is a word in Bangla, means father. So I get I I get my bag off from my shoulder and went to the washroom, took a shower, freshened myself. Then I was very hungry. I told my wife that I am very hungry. Please prepare dinner for me. She was preparing dinner while I was taking the shower. After taking the shower, I sit on the dinner table and completed my dinner. I was very hungry, and I completed my dinner at 9:30 p.m. and I called my mother. My mother is not living with me, so I usually call my mother between 9:30 to 10 p.m. From last 2 days, I was not able to contact with my mother because I was very busy man. So I called my mother on the WhatsApp. I had a video call conversation with my mother, and my mother had a conversation with me and my baby and my wife, and she was very happy. I had some conversation about the family matters with my mother. After that, mm, my mother did farewell to me, and I farewell her and cut the call. That's it. After cutting the call, my wife was saying that she is preparing tea. So I was very happy that she was preparing tea, and she bring the tea in front of me, and I completed the tea, and the tea taste was very good. I felt very happy when I sip one sip of tea inside my lip, and the tea was very tasty. I was very happy, and that's it all guys. So my next plan for today is after 1 hour I started practicing PTE because my exam is knocking at the door. I had only 16 days left. I had no time to learn something new. I just have to rehearse what I know and get very confident about myself. That's it guys. See you tomorrow.